Hey guys, it looks like we are live. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I am super excited to chat with everyone tonight. I am in my RV and my computer webcam is finally working, so I'm not on my phone, but for some reason it makes my hair look purple, which actually looks kind of pretty, but it's not really purple, but I do like it. So, okay, let's see. I think my sound's coming through okay, but if you guys can just say hi, let me know if you can hear me okay. That would be great. And then I will give everyone a couple of minutes to hop on and I will explain a little bit about the program. And don't forget, I am an open book, so ask me any questions that you have. Let me know what you're thinking. Is this opportunity something that you want to do? Hey Tiffany Ware, hey Carrie, nice to see you guys coming on here. I guess I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Hi, Chelsea. In case you are brand new to the group, my name is Tiffani Higgins. I'm a CPA and I am a former virtual bookkeeping business owner. And I founded this group a couple of years ago so that I could help other people follow in our footsteps and become virtual bookkeeping business owners too. What I found was it wasn't a very hard skill to master, and it was a very profitable business to have. So I really am passionate about sharing this opportunity with other people so they understand how crazy and awesome their life can be when they do something like this. So if you've never been an entrepreneur before, you probably have no idea the potential that you are sitting on when you consider doing something like this, becoming a self-employed virtual bookkeeper. So we actually help people make $100 an hour or more working from home. Very, very typical that most of our students make about $100 an hour on their clients. Maybe sometimes not at first, but definitely as they get their second, third client and they get efficient and start understanding the process, you should definitely be making $100 an hour. And then we also help students transition to making even more in the mastermind when they learn how to build a team. And so we have a student in the mastermind who we actually just recently calculated what she was making on her clients that her team member was assisting her with, and she's now making $330 an hour for the work that her team is helping her with. So crazy, incredibly profitable business. And it's something that you can definitely do even if you have no prior experience in bookkeeping at all. So we do have a ton of success stories to back that up, ton of happy students that are well on their way to changing their lives in ways that they couldn't have even imagined before. So I'm going to go into a little bit of detail about our academy and the program and how it works for people. But I really love, hey Tammy, I really love answering questions. So if you guys have any questions throughout this live, please don't hesitate to post them here. It's so much more fun if I can do these lives and be really interactive with you and help you see if this is going to be something that is going to be beneficial for you and your family personally, versus just giving you generalized information. With that said, we also do offer free discovery calls. We have quite a few people on our team that hop on calls with people every single day. I think we do it 6 days a week now. So if you want to talk to somebody one-on-one, you are always welcome to do that. And we will link the calendar in this thread as well, so you'll see it on there. So without further ado, I'm going to get started. Carrie says, I'm really interested in the academy. I am super excited. I'm going to explain a little bit about that for you, Carrie, but if you think of any questions while I'm going through that, please comment and let me know, and I will definitely address them. Okay, so now since I'm on my computer, I can actually share my screen this week. So I kind of want to walk you guys through our website just super fast. If you go to stayatHomeBookkeeper.com, you'll find a lot of the information that you need to make a really good informed decision about whether or not this is going to be a good thing for your family. The very first thing that you'll see is a chance to grab a copy of our ebook. And the ebook is $5.90, and it's a quick read. It's about 37 pages, and it walks you through what it's like to own a bookkeeping business and what it was like for my family and how that would relate to yours and how life-changing it was for us. So you can kind of see step by step exactly what happened when I started my bookkeeping business. Also, towards the end of the book, it gives you some actionable steps to get started. So you actually have some things that you can do to start your bookkeeping business if you're ready to go. So definitely grab a copy of that. I've had a lot of students say in the past that this was an incredibly life-changing $6 that they spent. So I'd love to hear your feedback as well. All right, so the next thing is you can read a little bit about our group, a little bit about myself and my family. This is my husband, Sean, and my oldest, Landon, who's now 16. Peyton is 14. Boston is now 6. And then we have twins, Kane and Kai, and they are 3.5 now. So they are growing like crazy. But if you want to see what some of the other students have said that have taken our course or our academy, you can click here to see a ton of reviews there. And then we also have a ton of success stories as well. So you can click on this link here and you can watch through a lot of these videos. Most of these ladies have actually come back and either graduated into our Mastermind program or they have become student mentors and they actually work in our academy and help other students grow their businesses. So when you become successful and you go through our program, there's so many extra opportunities that happen, even in addition to making $100 an hour with a super flexible schedule. So if you're really interested in seeing how this works, definitely watch some of these videos. We've got a whole bunch of them, and these are all real people that just took a leap and went right through our program and now have a successful business. So we also have this wonderful calculator. Kind of looks like it's not displaying correctly on the website right now. But what you can do is you can find out how quickly or how much clients and what it's going to look like to replace your current salary. If you're working a full-time job right now and you want to replace your salary, you want to know, well, how long is that going to take? How many clients will I need? And whenever I have those clients, how many hours will I still be working? So let's say that you're making about $5,000 a month, or you need $5,000 a month to cover all of your household bills. So if you put the calculator to 5,000, it'll tell you how many clients you need to replace that income. You need approximately 10 clients on average to make $5,000 a month with bookkeeping. Now, 10 clients is not very many. There's probably 22 million businesses that are open every year, active and available, and need bookkeepers just in the US alone. So you only need 10 of them to make $5,000 a month. So not too terribly difficult to find them. Another great thing is once you find one, as long as you're doing a good job for them, they stay. So you just keep building on. It's not like selling a product where you have to constantly find new customers, constantly keep selling yourself. Once you get those 10 clients, you can totally just be happy with them and stop any kind of marketing or any kind of outreach and just be happy with your 10. You don't have to keep constantly looking for a new business. And actually what we tend to find is once you have a good base of clients like that, business just starts to find you. So that's even better. So if you want to keep growing, you don't even tend to have to do a whole lot of marketing at that point. Bookkeepers get busy pretty fast, which is wonderful. Now, how many hours do you expect to work each week to complete the bookkeeping for those 10 clients? On the high end, it's going to be 10 to 16 hours a week. As you get more and more efficient and you have done it for a couple of months, it's definitely going to be closer to the 10 hours a week. So I would say as an efficient bookkeeper, after you've gotten your first client under your belt, you're probably going to spend 10 to 12 hours a week working on those clients. So if you can imagine, if you need $5,000 a month to pay all your bills and you only have to work 10 to 12 hours a week for that, how does that compare to your current situation? Are you making that kind of money now? If not, which I believe most of you probably aren't, if you're working in a W-2 employee type of field, you're probably working 40 to 50 hours a week plus commute and things like that. So, and a strict schedule and things. that aren't really conducive to having a flexible schedule and having kids at home and homeschooling or distance learning or whatever that you guys have to juggle on top of your job. So imagine how much more flexible and much more enjoyable your life would be if you only had to work 10 or 12 hours a week for that pay instead of 40 to 50 or more. So that is a really fun calculator. You guys can play around with that. All right, I'm going to check and see what questions we have real quick, and then we'll go back into the, we'll go back to the website here. Let's see. Wow, you guys, there's a lot of you guys on here. Awesome, I'm so excited. Let's see. I'm just gonna make sure I don't miss anybody's comments. Carmela said, I got it last week. Awesome, did you grab the course? Is that what you got? Let me know how it's going. Awesome. Thank you, Tiffany, for tagging some people that have been on discovery calls. If you've been on a discovery call, say hi, let me know what you thought of it and what questions that you still have kind of lingering around. Anne says, does the book come with the Academy? Yes, it does. If you enroll in our Bookkeeper Academy, you get all of our coursework. You basically get everything that we've created. The only thing that doesn't come with the Academy is the Mastermind content and the tax tutor course. So you can later on graduate into the Mastermind if you want to get those things. But everything else, in order to have a successful bookkeeping business, you get access to. Carrie says, I love the sound of that. Establish a business and it will continue and grow on its own. That is correct. It definitely will. Denise says, if you are doing online bookkeeping for a business in another state, do you have to register your LLC as a foreign business and have a registered agent for that state? Great question, Denise. No, you don't. You only have to have an LLC in the state in which you physically work, and you will put all of your income as being earned in the state in which you live and work. So you don't have to worry about that. If you have clients all over the country, you're not going to have to file tax returns in all the states, only in your state. Great question. Let's see. Thank you guys for tagging friends. I really appreciate that, Brianne. Let's see. And if you guys are sisters, we have a lot of people that are going in and doing this business together. We have a lot of husband and wife teams. We have a lot of mom and daughter teams and several sister teams as well too. That makes it really fun. It really does. Let's see. Stephanie, okay, wants to know the price of the course. I'm going to pull up the website here in just 1 second. And I'm going to show you guys all the different options that you can do and tell you exactly how much the investment is for all of those. Lydia says, did a lot of your business as a bookkeeper come from referrals of CPAs, or would you say marketing to businesses directly is a better route to go? Great question, Lydia. I would say it was a good mixture of both. I personally prefer to do a wide array of marketing. The more marketing you do and the more reach out you do in all the different areas, the more luck that you're going to have finding clients, rather than just going down one path and crossing your fingers and hoping it works. So I personally believe in just taking constant action. And if you do all these things and you don't obsess about, is this going to work, or am I going to get a client from this or that or this or that, just keep doing, just keep taking action. And then all that stuff is just going to start trickling in. So it's when we focus too much of our effort and sit and wait for things to turn around and pan out, that's when it seems to feel like it's taking longer than it should. And when you're not sure if things are going to work or be as effective as you hope. So I personally say go do both, do all of it, do anything that you have time for, and then just be consistent and repetitive with it. And you will have a lot of luck and you will get a lot of clients. Anne says, what if you do a lot of traveling and are working from other areas? That is perfectly fine. Wherever your home base is typically where you will file your tax return. So you can definitely do this from anywhere. Like for instance, I'm in my RV right now traveling around, and we've hit up all sorts of states over the last couple of weeks. But wherever your home base is, wherever your taxed home is, that is where you will file your tax return, your state return, and that's the taxes that you will pay. So if you guys are wondering, that's one of the reasons why I'm actually moving to Texas, because I'm going to transfer my tax home base to a state that doesn't have income tax. And then if I travel around in my RV all summer long and make money, it still works from my tax home base. So I still will file a tax return based out of Texas, and I won't have to pay income tax. So, and what's great is with a bookkeeper, a virtual bookkeeper, the way we have this set up, you guys can do that too. You guys can travel around, you can work from the go. 1 year after opening my bookkeeping business, we decided to buy a brand new van, and then we took a 16-day trip across the country. We stopped in Colorado, we went to the beach in California, we went to the Grand Canyon, and then we came home. And the whole time I did a little work here and there for my clients, didn't skip a beat, kept them all happy, kept making money, but had a really nice vacation. For 16 days we were gone, and it didn't affect anything. So it's really great to be able to travel and have a flexible schedule, work from wherever you want and whatever hours you want and whenever you want with this business. So it's fantastic. Nicole says, so once you get going, what if you want to reduce your hours? Yeah, great question. You have a couple options at that point, Nicole. If you get a whole bunch of clients and then you're like, oh, I'm working too much, you have a couple of options. Number one, you can find the clients that are the least profitable for you. So we always tend to find that there are some clients that we like underquote, and those clients you can actually say, well, I am either going to need to raise my price, or I might have to just refer you to someone else. I can't continue to keep doing your work. And there's a lot of different ways you can say it, but you can actually let those clients go. So you're still making a lot of money and being really profitable, but working a lot less. So that's one way, is to weed out the clients that are really needy or maybe really reducing your overall effective hourly rate. The other option is to hire a team, and we help people set that up and learn all that in the Elite Mastermind. And when you do that, you can take that workload off of your plate, but still get to retain about 70% of your client's monthly rate. So if you do a good job of quoting, then you can hire somebody to take over the workload and pay them 30%. And then you'll get about 70% of that and not have to actually do hardly any of the work. So that's how a lot of my students in the mastermind can make $300, $400 and plus per hour, because all they have to do at that point is A, answer questions for their staff member, and B, review their work. And so it's a very, it's a lot less of a time commitment at that point, especially once you have a good team member for several months and they're getting used to your clients. So great question, but because it's your business, you have control and you can do whatever you want. So if you're working more than you'd like and you don't really want the money or need the money, by all means, you can outsource, refer your clients, let some people go, all sorts of things. There's all sorts of ideas. Carrie says, I'm not naturally organized. Do we learn that? Do we learn how to account for our own business? Yes, you will learn how to do the books for your own business. And yes, we basically help students with everything like that in the academy. So if you know that you aren't organized, coming to the Zoom calls and talking about that, you will get a whole plethora of tips on how to stay organized. And we really work hard on that in the Mastermind program as well, how to leverage a task management system and really stay organized for yourself, your business, but also learning how to help your clients stay organized. So we do have some coursework in the bookkeeping course as well that goes over that. But the Zoom calls in the Bookkeeper Academy will help with all of that stuff as well. Let's see. Nicole says, why would someone hire me instead of an accountant or a CPA? Great question. So a lot of times accountants or CPAs tend to focus heavily on tax, which means then they get really, really busy during tax season. And then their customer service for their bookkeeping clients tends to slack. And a lot of people get frustrated by that. I've seen it time and time and time again. Honestly, most of my clients came to me because their CPA or their tax person didn't have time for them and they felt unimportant. So it's a really great opportunity for someone like us who wants to have a small business and work intimately with our clients, for us to show them, hey, you can have a great bookkeeper and then also have this bookkeeper be really attentive to your needs and communicate really well with you. So another reason too, Nicole, is that people want to do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So even if you don't have all the credentials in the world, but you have a decent relationship with somebody that's a business owner, you're already going to be 10 steps ahead for them to pick you over a random CPA or tax person that they actually don't know on a personal level. Rarely do people really want to see your credentials. Rarely are you asked for any type of resume or anything like that. People want to know that you're going to take care of them, but really they just care that you care. They care that you care about their books, and they care that if you don't know the answer, that you're willing to find it out for them. And that's really all people want. So those are the reasons why you can get bookkeeping clients super easy, even if you're not a certified accountant or a CPA. So, and we see it all the time in the academy. Most of the people in our academy do not have any certification experience at all, and they are getting clients left and right. Tiffani, where we totally miss you guys too, and I miss traveling as well. We've been kind of stationary at our friend's house, thinking our house was going to close, so we kind of cut back on traveling, and it has bummed me out. I'm ready to go explore some more. Flora says, should I purchase my own subscription from QBO for my own bookkeeping business? No, Flora, we have, as a bookkeeper, you get access to QuickBooks Online Accountant, which is called QBOA. You get that for free. And then your clients can give you accountant access. And that way you can access your own books, plus access your clients' books from one central login. And it doesn't cost you anything. So don't purchase one for your own bookkeeping business. Now, if you have another business on the side, you'll definitely have to purchase a separate subscription for that if it's a non-bookkeeping or non-accounting business. And then you can link your accounting practice to that business so that you can log into both of them from one login. All right. Thank you, Chelsea, for answering that as well. Let's see, Gabriella says, how to advertise bookkeeping services through social media without your employer find out of the side hustle. That's what I'm always afraid of. Okay, so Gabriella, I'd say, first of all, do you really feel that your employer would find it as a deal breaker? Because to my knowledge, really any employer should be okay with this. I'm sure there's going to be some out there that will be like, no, we don't allow that. But for instance, like when I had my bookkeeping business, I started to hire an admin to help me out. And she came to work one day. She had a 5-month-old at home. And actually, this is how the Bookkeeper Academy was born. But she came home and she came to work one day and said, I need more money, but I can't work any more hours for you. So I'm going to start my own bookkeeping business on the side. And I just wanted to let you know. And, I thought to myself that she's in a great position because she would have me to ask any questions to if she got a client she didn't know how to handle or whatnot. And I didn't feel threatened in any way because there are so many businesses out there that need bookkeepers, that there is no competition. So even for someone in this situation, it wasn't a big deal to me. So if you're in an industry that isn't the same, like you don't work at a CPA firm or a bookkeeping firm, then I would think your boss shouldn't matter. So if you go to your boss and say, hey, look, I just want to do this side hustle on the side. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing that. If you happen to see anything on Facebook, that would be okay. And unless you know for a fact that your boss wouldn't like that, a little bit more challenging. You're probably going to have to advertise just through word of mouth. You might have to do a lot more cold calling businesses, local businesses to you and just letting them know, or going in person and meeting some business owners. That's going to have to be the route you go. But to be honest, if you do like any kind of in-person networking, you can find clients even faster that way than you can on Facebook. So hopefully that helps. Lee says, I definitely need to schedule a discovery call. I bought the course, got the LLC, set up QBO kinda, and then I got cold feet. All right, yeah, Lee, I recognize your name, and I thought I remembered you getting the course. So a lot of people feel that way when they buy the course. And I love the course. It's great. It walks you through it. If you've got some experience or you've got a bunch of competence, you can definitely be successful with the course. However, if you don't have experience working in this field and you've never been an entrepreneur before, you really are going to need the academy. So I would hate for you guys to waste your money on something that you aren't going to do. So definitely book a call with us, Lee, and anyone else that's considering doing this that's brand new, because the academy is so full of support that it's really difficult to fail. It's really difficult to fail unless you just literally let life get in the way and you hide and you don't follow any of the instructions and you don't come to the Zoom calls and things like that. That's the only way you won't be successful. So as long as you really rely on our team to help you through every step, you are going to rock it. So Lee, definitely book a call with us. Let's chat about that and see if the academy is a good next step for you. Les says, I see bookkeeping talking about being paid monthly, quarterly, yearly, based on the client's needs. Could you give examples of what that can look like? Sure, absolutely. Most of the time, your clients are going to pay you monthly, and they're going to prepay you. And of course, you set the stage for this. You tell your clients this. They don't just automatically do it. But we recommend that you charge your clients monthly. They pay you on like April 1st for April services, and then May 1st for May services. So basically, you're getting prepaid for your work. No one stiffs you, because inevitably it happens every single time. Anytime a student does the work first and wants paid later, they don't get paid. So you always bill ahead of time. And most of the time it's monthly. It makes it so much easier for our clients and for our own budgeting purposes if the same money's coming out of their account and going into your account every single month. So typically it's monthly. We usually charge a minimum of $300 a month per client. That's for super small businesses that just want basic bookkeeping packages. Occasionally, if you have teeny tiny businesses, you can charge them a quarterly bookkeeping package, but even quarterly rates, I would charge monthly as well. I rarely ever see anyone pay yearly, but it is an option. You could offer a discount. So let's say you have a client that is in maybe the $500 a month range, and that would work out to being $6,000 over the 12 months, I believe. If I'm doing my math right. If I'm not, someone let me know. But then you could maybe offer a discount. So like say $5,000 if they pay in full for the whole year. People do that too. Another option, I personally don't like that though, because it's nice to have that reoccurring revenue that you can depend on from month to month to month, because your clients will stay with you for years and years. As long as they stay in business and you're doing a good job, they'll stay with you for a long time. A lot of times too, when you get a new client, they will be years behind in their bookkeeping. So you usually get to charge a good startup fee to help cover the work for the back work for the previous year. So that's always really nice. It's like Christmas every time you get a new client. Let's see. Thank you so much for tagging everyone, Tiffany. I love it. Tiffany Ware, she is our Facebook group community manager, and she runs the Have Your Cake and Eat It Too page very, very well, might I say. So if you see her commenting in here, she is the one that helps us keep this group active and going, gives us some free support. Let's see. Mariami wants to know how to start off. Okay, I'm going to switch over here real quick and show you guys the website, and then I'll come back and answer a few more questions. So let me share my screen again. Okay, for those of you that don't know exactly how to get started, here we go. So on the website, there are basically 3 different paths. We have the bookkeeping course, which is a do-it-yourself course. There is no support involved in this, but there are a ton of wonderful videos that walk you through bookkeeping basics, how to prepare financial statements, how to know what your clients are wanting, how to become an expert in QuickBooks Online, and how to use it with multiple businesses. We also show you how to set up your bookkeeping business for success, leverage some partner programs, get your LLC rolling, your bank account, all that good stuff. We show you how to provide amazing service to your clients. That's the whole process on talking to them, converting them to a client, onboarding them, doing their cleanup work, doing their ongoing monthly work, and that kind of stuff. It also walks you through like what a typical month looks like for a bookkeeper. And then we have an entire module on marketing and mindset and how to enjoy the whole process without being overwhelmed. So that's the bookkeeping course here. It doesn't come with any kind of support from our team unless you purchase individual help tickets that you can also find on our Teachable site. If you enroll in the Bookkeeper Academy, you're going to get everything in the bookkeeping course for free. But you're also going to get 12 full months of support from our team members. So you get secret access to our Facebook group called the Piece of Cake Support Group. And we answer all the questions that are in there. We have a whole bunch of student mentors that are in the group that have graduated out of the academy and are now back to help and share experiences and help you guys make your business just as awesome as theirs. And we have tons of Zoom calls. We have a Monday mindset call with Megan, and Megan picks a new book to read every month, and we break it out over the 4 weeks and really talk about, it's always something super relevant, how people are feeling, and really how to help you maximize your enjoyment out of your business and to really get yourself to the next level and make sure you don't have any mental roadblocks that are holding you back. So the Monday calls are great. Then we have actual Q&A, office hour, weekly Zoom calls with our team on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And these calls are calls that you can attend and ask any questions, from technical bookkeeping questions to marketing to quoting questions, how to talk to clients. You can basically ask anything. We even offer private breakout rooms during these Zoom calls. So if you need to share your screen and show one of the student mentors what's going on with your client's books, and they can walk you through how to fix it. So that is really valuable and super, super awesome. We also offer sales training every other Friday. Eileen from our sales team comes on and she talks to you guys all about how to talk to new clients, potential clients, and how to get them to understand that bookkeeping is something that they need and that they should hire you to do it. So she's really helpful on teaching you guys how to gain those clients without feeling like a, used car salesman. And then every Saturday, Becca, she helps you with your website. So we actually will design and create your website for you for free when you join the Bookkeeper Academy. But she also does these Zoom calls every Saturday to explain the website, show you how to use it. And then if you ever need to make changes to it, you can hop on that Zoom call and she'll walk you through making those changes. So it's really cool to be able to do that at the drop of the hat without worrying about it or being stressed or having to pay somebody to do it. So it's really, really great. The website does come with an automated onboarding system for your clients. So when you get a new client, it walks your clients right through how to onboard themselves and get you everything that you need in order to do their books for them. So it's a really, really cool program. We get a ton of compliments about how beautiful the websites are. Even most of the CPAs that our students partner with as referral partners are jealous of their websites. So it's a really cool feature that you guys get for free. And then, of course, you get access to all sorts of other coursework that we've created over time. And you also get financial statement reviews. So if you're totally new to this and you're like, I don't want to give my clients any bad work, or I want to make sure that everything I'm turning out to them is perfect, you can submit each client for a financial statement review, and we will review them and give you a nice video back explaining any tips or tricks, suggestions, things we would change, and let you know what areas that you're doing perfect in. So really valuable. There's basically everything you can imagine as far as support in the Bookkeeper Academy. So a lot of students will be choosing to graduate from our Bookkeeper Academy and go into the Elite Mastermind. And the Elite Mastermind is a program, a coaching program that is more exclusively with myself, and you get more unlimited access to me. You get an extra weekly call with me as well, and I help you basically get more organized and organize your business so you're not overwhelmed. Manage your time, decide what you want to work on, the types of clients that you really want, make your business perfect for you so that you can still live that ideal life. We also run Facebook ads for you and I do a LinkedIn campaign as well. And we show you how to be the CEO and help you hire a team, train your team members so that you can go from making $100 an hour to something more like $300 or $400 an hour and build that team. So your bookkeeping business can be a little bit more passive. So those are the different areas. The bookkeeping course is $997. The Bookkeeper Academy is an $8,200 investment that lasts for the full 12 months. We have a lot of options for funding. So if you don't have that in the bank, most people don't, definitely book a call with us and we can go over all the options. I've seen payments for the Bookkeeper Academy as low as $180 a month. So very, very affordable. It's cheaper than one client. So you literally will be profitable as soon as you get your first client. So definitely book a call with us if this is something that you're thinking about wanting to do. And the Elite Mastermind is a $25K investment as well. And if you hop right into the Elite Mastermind, you not only get the bookkeeping course for free, but you also get the Bookkeeper Academy for free as well. So book a call with us if you want to talk about that in more detail, or if you need help with funding options, and we will definitely do that. There's so much more to the Elite Mastermind that I haven't shared yet. So if that's something that you're really thinking about doing, definitely holler at us and we will walk you through it. Carrie says, what time are the Zoom calls? Right now we have Zoom calls basically all times of the week. We have a Monday one is like around lunchtime. Tuesday is super early in the morning for people to hit them up before work, or if they want to do it in the morning before their kids get all cranky from the afternoon. And then we've got Wednesday and Thursday, those are in the evenings. So we really try to make it flexible. And those times can be changed as well if we have a group consensus. We're always happy to add additional Zoom calls if we need to as well. So a lot of our students work full time and we're very aware of that. So we want to make sure that we're able to accommodate you as you're transitioning out of that 9-to-5 job. So let me know, Carrie, if those times work for you or if you have any questions about that. Nicole says, I've heard that the actual bookkeeping work is fairly straightforward and not difficult. I'm wondering if it could get boring after a few years of doing it. Great question. So 80% of what you're going to be doing is pretty straightforward. It's data entry. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. But the other 20% are some technical skills that you really do need to develop. And what's kind of cool is every business is just slightly different. So if you are okay with working with a general wide array of business industries, it's not going to get boring because every different industry has like little different things that you can learn and little different nuances that you can work with. So I really don't think I can say that I ever got bored of doing the bookkeeping work for any clients. They tend to kind of keep you on your toes here and there, to be honest. And in this field, you will always be learning. You're always going to learn more about tax law. You're going to learn more about financial statements. You'll eventually maybe get clients that want you to do some higher level services for them, more like CFO work, or maybe even tax planning. So there's an opportunity to really learn a lot more and then even charge more. If you decide down the road you want to be a CFO or you want to help your clients prepare taxes, you can charge 3 to 5 times more than you can as a bookkeeper to also offer those services. So if you do ever get bored, Nicole, there is a ton of extra stuff that you can do, and happy to walk you through all of that as well. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Tiffany, for posting the times for the Zoom calls. And again, they are subject to change, and we try to accommodate all of our students as much as we can. Rachel says, can you walk through what a day in bookkeeping looks like, the work that is actually done for a client? Yes. Okay. So bookkeeping, let's see. I bet I can probably pull up the sample company here. There is a sample company in QuickBooks, which is really great. You can go in and play around with it. And this is in the course too. So you don't have to memorize this stuff or anything. Let me get it open and then I'll share my screen and kind of give you guys a little walkthrough of what it would look like to be a bookkeeper. I haven't been asked that question on live for a while. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you log into QBO. And let's say Craig's Design and Landscaping Services is your client. So basically, I'm going to just generalize this, but for most clients, when you first come in here, you're going to click on this banking screen tab over here, and it's going to take you to a section where it's got all of their accounts listed. So this particular business has a checking account and a savings account and a MasterCard credit card. And what happens is you're going to input their username and password, and it's going to start pulling transactions from these accounts right into QuickBooks. And so it usually updates them automatically, but if you need to manually update it, you can click this button here and it'll manually pull in the transactions. And then you click on here and you can see, oh, there's 25 transactions that I need to code. And so you go in here and you go ahead and code them. So this is money that was spent and this is money that was received. So assuming that this is, money from a client, you could code it. If you know the customer, it says books by Bessie, you go ahead and put the customer in there. And if you know what income it goes to, so maybe it was for services, some kind of services, and then you would hit add. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And so you would do that for all of these. And you would just go down the screen until all of them are accepted. So there's even a way, if they were all correct, that you could mass accept them all, which is really nice, or modify them all at the same time. And once you've done this, and I don't have time to go into all the details here, but then it shows this little green check mark here that it's all done. So this is what you typically do from day to day. At the end of each month, there's a whole process that you want to go in and you want to reconcile. So you'll be checking your PDF bank statements against what's in QuickBooks and making sure it matches up for all of your accounts. And then you'll be running reports to verify that you have everything coded in the correct category. And we teach you all of this in the bookkeeping course and in the Bookkeeper Academy. But this is what you spend the majority of your time doing. So it's mostly data entry. You got to have a little bit of knowledge of how to categorize things and how to use this program. But this is kind of the day in the life, which is great because all you need is a laptop, internet connection, and you can get this done. You can probably even do a good chunk of it from your phone if you're in a bind. Not all of it, but some of it. So hopefully that helps, Rachel. Let me know what you think about that. Hey, Megan. Megan's on. Good to see you, Megan. Are the Zoom calls available to everyone? So Flora, they are available to everyone in the Academy. If you have the do-it-yourself course, they are not available to you in there, but you can join the Academy and then get access to the live Zoom calls. Plus, they're all recorded as well. So you have access to all of the recordings. So if you can't make it for whatever reason, but you have a pressing question, you can always submit the question. Megan and the team will answer it on the Zoom call, and then you can watch the replay and get your answer. And I had a thought. I think probably in the next couple of weeks, Megan, I think we should bring all of the student mentors on the next Tuesday live in the next couple of weeks, and let's just talk about all this. This sounds great. I'm sure everyone would love to meet all the student mentors. Yes. Rachel says, can you upgrade at any time for just the difference in cost? So I think you're talking about from like the Bookkeeper course to the Bookkeeper Academy. So typically, no, we prefer that you book a call with us and determine exactly what you want to do. And then at that time, enter the program that's going to be the best fit for you. So if you do the Bookkeeper course now and then determine in 3 months that you need the Academy, it is the same price. So we don't do a price adjustment just because you bought the course ahead of time. The Academy is $8,200. You just happen to get the course for free. So that kind of thing. So, but always just reach out to us if you feel like you're in that situation, and we can work with you on a case-by-case basis. Christy says, whoa, so much goodness. I need to get myself together and read the online book. I'm really hoping and praying this is my thing, my niche, so I can continue homeschooling and be home with my kids. You are so welcome, Christy. Yes, that is the whole goal here. Even if you guys don't love bookkeeping, even if you don't love the responsibility of being a business owner, this is still so life-changing and worth it. It's worth the extra effort if you want to reach those types of goals. So like being able to be home and homeschool your kids or help your spouse retire or whatever your goals are, this doesn't even have to be a permanent thing. You can do this for several years to get you in a position that, you guys can change your life, and then decide what you want to do. Do you want to hire a team? Do you want to sell your bookkeeping business and do something else? You have so many options at that point. So, even if you just decide to do this for a while, still a great idea. You're going to make your money back so fast, and you're going to be able to change your life. And then guess what? You have options, and you can do whatever you want with those options. So it's just great to have options. Let's see. Carrie says, I'm going to have to turn in. We'll watch the rest of the replay tomorrow. Got to get up early. Totally understand. Just put me on the car when you're driving around. Jennifer says, have you already talked about where you find clients? Not too specifically, Jennifer. There are so many ways you can find clients, and we have that as a separate little course called the Marketing and Mindset course. That's included in the Bookkeeper course. It's also included in the Academy and the Mastermind. So whichever program you decide to get, you're going to get that. You can also purchase it separately. But there are so many ways. You can do in-person networking. You can get clients from Facebook like crazy. You can get clients from LinkedIn. You can get clients from cold email campaigns. You can get clients from cold calling. You can get clients from going into businesses and talking to people. You can get clients at the gas station. Megan in our support group got a client on Christmas Eve by pulling into the gas station, and she had a sticker on her car. All marketing is just talking to people. So as long as you let people know that you are a bookkeeper and that you want to help business owners, then you can get clients. So it's just really getting the word out and letting everyone know that this is what you're doing. That's really all you have to do with marketing. Rachel says, that was a great explanation of the day of the bookkeeper. Awesome. I'm just glad I can help. Tina says, what about accounts payable and accounts receivable and payroll? Or is this focused mainly on keeping the bank and credit cards current? Great question, Tina. So we, in the bookkeeping course, we don't go into detail on accounts payable and accounts receivable. We do suggest that you partner with a company like Gusto or ADP to run payroll unless you have experience. I don't want our students to get in trouble with payroll liabilities and payroll taxes, but you can partner with those companies and offer that service and still make money off of payroll without putting yourself up for any kind of liability. But if you're in the academy, we will help you with accounts payable and accounts receivable. We have a lot of students in there that offer that service in addition to bookkeeping, and it can be a great way to really increase your fees. And so we would love to help you with that too. There's just so many different situations that your clients have that it's hard to do an actual generalized course on accounts receivable or accounts payable. So we prefer to help our students on a more case-by-case basis with that. But a lot of businesses need help with that. So we are set up to help teach you that kind of stuff and hold your hand and walk you through it. That reminds me of another feature that I forgot to mention in the Academy. When you get your first client, you get unlimited one-on-one Zoom calls with our team to walk you through every single step of that first client. So you can ensure that not only is it a smooth process, but that you can get done super fast and efficient and really impress your first client. And it just takes a weight off and makes everyone feel so in control of the situation instead of stressed out and confused on what to do. So that's another cool feature of the Bookkeeper Academy. Hey, Anne. Anne's one of our student mentors, and she has an amazing business herself. Thank you so much for your help and giving back to all the students, Anne. Chelsea says, you can offer those as an add-on service. That's right. Lee says, need to buy a house. Well, a bookkeeping business is something that can really help you buy a house. I was even shocked with my bookkeeping business. I was making close to about $200,000 a year, and I had no idea, but I was able to buy my then dream house in my hometown. It had a pool and a tennis court in the back, and I never in my wildest dreams would have thought I could have lived in a house like that. So it's crazy what just doubling your family's income can do to your opportunities, to the options of even where to live, even the type of house you can buy. So it's very cool. Carmen says, sounds very interesting. I'm looking to make changes and maybe making a call soon. Awesome, great. So book a call with us and we'd be happy to go over everything. If you guys are in the midst of working a job and you're wanting to either quit your job or find a different job, book a call with us first, because if you can get approved for funding to start this venture before you leave your job, you are going to be in such a better situation than if you try to come and do this after you've switched jobs or after you've left a job. So definitely work with us and let us know what situation you're in so we can help you make this transition while you have options, because if you do quit your job, it'll be a little difficult to get funding, and then it'll make it a little harder for you to get started. So if you're considering doing that, let us know. Oh, let's see. Okay, yeah, Chelsea is doing awesome. You guys see Chelsea in there commenting and letting you know where she finds her clients. She has blown past all of her goals for herself since joining the academy, and has been able to close down soon. I think you're closing down your at-home daycare, which is awesome because now she's going to be able to focus more time on just her kids and not have to be stuck at home for 12 plus hours a day, being available for other people's kids. So it's really, really exciting. What does the Library of Resources provide? Great question. The Library of Resources is a compilation of any additional extra trainings that we've put together outside of the main bookkeeping course. It's extra little things that I've done, plus it's also all of our prior Zoom calls from our academy. And everything in the Library of Resources has been transcribed, and you can search by keywords. So if you have like maybe a PayPal issue, you can type in PayPal and it'll pull up all the videos where we mention or talk about PayPal. So it's a kind of a cool extra tool to use, whether you're in the academy or not. You can access the Library of Resources. If you're in the academy, you get access to it for free. But if you're not in the academy, it's a $99 monthly subscription, and you can come and go as you please. If you just want to hop in there and watch some of the Zoom calls, do some searching, you're welcome to do that. Les says, how long is the academy course intended? In reference to the time from starting the course to getting your first client. So the academy is a 12-month mentorship that we help with, but you can get through the course and be set up and ready to go for your first client within just maybe 2 weeks, depending on how much time you have to devote to getting set up. Most of our students will be ready for a client within a couple of weeks. A lot of times our students actually find clients before they have everything set up and ready, and that's okay. You can go ahead and start working, start collecting money, have them PayPal you, whatever you need to do to get started. But that's why the academy is set up the way it is. We want you guys to make money right when you get in. We don't want you to take 2, 3, 4 months learning how to do bookkeeping and then go out and get clients. We want you to go ahead and get clients, and we want to just walk you through the process, hold your hand through the process, and that way you can make money while you're learning. There's no reason why you can't do that. So let's just make money together, and let's help you learn this stuff while you're being paid. So that's kind of the process here, the thought process for the academy. And that's what ends up happening for a lot of people. So we really have it set up so that you guys can start making money as soon as possible. So the only thing that's holding you back from launching your business and getting your first client would be your own mindset. So you can get a client as soon as you join. We are totally set up to help you with that. Anne says, how do you go about partnering with those companies? I can't remember what that's in reference to. I'm assuming maybe like the payroll like Gusto or ADP. We have some videos in there that show you how to join their partner programs. So you can join Gusto's partner program, or you can reach out to your local ADP or Paychex reps and become partners with them. But there are videos in the coursework, and obviously we help on the Zoom calls too in the academy if you have more questions about that. Hello, Wanda. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Chelsea says she is saving for a house next year. If I hadn't started this, it wouldn't be possible to get the kind we want. Yes, absolutely. That also reminds me too, I have some people that have been on calls here recently and have hesitated on joining the academy because they view the investment as debt, and they're working really actively to pay off their student loan debt or pay off their credit card debt or whatever else, pay off their house, whatever they're wanting to do. However, investing in academy is more like planting a money tree. It's not really accumulating debt, because this money that you are going to be investing is going to turn around and produce so much more money for you that it is not even remotely the same as any kind of debt. It's not like investing in a house or a car or anything like that. This is actually going to produce money for you. So then you can take that and then you can pay off your debt and pay off your student loans. Most of our students that have the goal of paying off their student loans and have been invested in the academy first, they have been able to pay off their student loan debt 5 to 10 times faster than they were before becoming a self-employed bookkeeper. So if you guys are any of you are actively working off paying off debt, taking a quick pause to invest in the academy, it may make you feel like you're setting yourself back for a little bit, but I promise you, you will be able to speed that process up so much once you get some traction with your bookkeeping business. And you will be really happy that you stopped and you pivoted for just a little bit and invested in this and planted that money tree. Anne says, I already have a client waiting to get started. Yay, fantastic. So Anne, if you have any questions or you don't feel 100% confident with that client, book a call with us and we will chat with you and help you get clarity around what's going to be the next best step for you. Lee says, told my other half I'll pay a babysitter so I can lock myself in my room to get this done. I need hand holding. We are very happy to hold your hand, Lee. And many of us have to juggle, it's a little hard at first when you have a full-time job or you have other responsibilities and you've got the kiddos and you're going to grow this business. I won't lie to you, it's not easy at first. It's a lot to juggle. It's a lot more to add on your plate. But if you commit to it within a couple of short months, you should be able to take some stuff off of your plate. And that's different for everyone. Some people, it might be, I'm going to hire a nanny to help me out just for a couple of hours so that I don't have to juggle so much. For other people, it might mean now I get to drop down to part-time at work. So there's so many things. Other people, it might be, I can now hire a housekeeper so someone can come in and clean my house so I never have to worry about that again. And I can spend that time doing more marketing. There's so many things that you can do to kind of like take off your plate as you start to build your business. And it's always money well spent because then you can take that time and that saved money and you can go and invest it into your business and make your business grow even more, which then gives you more options and more freedom. Les says, so I thought I had at least 3 months before being ready for a client. That's really great. Yep, nope, you don't have to wait that long, not even remotely. You can definitely get a client. You can get a client the first day you're in the academy. We would be thrilled for you to do that. So we don't want you to wait 3 months. We give people 12 months in the academy only because we want to try to help them get to 8,200 in reoccurring revenue. But we also give them 12 months in the academy because we know that it's a little bit difficult to juggle parent duties, full-time job duties, and growing this business. So some people will take longer to get started, just depending on what they have on their plate, but you definitely can get started immediately. You can get a client immediately and get going. That's what we hope for you guys to do. But we also don't want you to feel pressured to, rush through the process either if you don't want to. Let's see. Chelsea says, I got a loan for the academy in November, just with cleanups. I have almost paid it off. Wow. So in like so that's January, February, March. Okay. So like about 5 months and Chelsea's paid off her investment, almost paid off her entire investment. That's amazing. One small cleanup more and it's done. So maybe this month. That's fantastic. Good job, Chelsea. I'm so excited for you. Let's see. Anne says, I had my call with Eileen last week, just waiting on funding approval. Oh, great. Yay, Anne. I'm so excited for you. That's so great. You are lucky. Eileen is so fun to talk to. Flora says, all the different course I have purchased, do I have access to them for life? Yes, you do. Any of the coursework, you have access to them for life. If you join the Bookkeeper Academy or the Elite Mastermind, you'll have access to all of those for life as well. The only thing that you won't have access to for life is a library of resources unless you're in the academy or the mastermind. So if you subscribe to the library of resources, it's a monthly subscription. So if you cancel it, then you lose access to that. But everything else that you've purchased is a one-time purchase and you do have access to it forever. That's right. Rachel says, I have a full-time job and a 10-month-old, and I'm so scared to quit my job without knowing I'm getting some sort of income to at least pay the bills. Yep, that totally makes sense, Rachel. And that is a personal decision that everyone really needs to make. For me, when I decided to do this, I did quit my job. I figured that we could coast off of my husband's income for a month or two, and that I was on a warpath to find at least 1 or 2 clients to replace the difference between what I was making minus what I was paying in childcare, which honestly wasn't that much left over. So I only needed a couple of clients to really put us back where we were. So I knew things were going to be tight for a little bit, but I didn't care because I didn't want to juggle both. But some people, they rely on their income more, and they need to make sure that they can somewhat replace it before they quit, and that's totally fine. So you have a couple of options. You can grow the business on the side and just know that for a couple of months, it's going to be a little bit stressful to try to balance it all. Luckily for you, bookkeepers can work at any time of the day. So no matter what time you work your full-time job, you can fit this in anywhere. You can do a lot of it from your phone too. So, you know, having your 10-month-old, you can still work from your phone. It's not like you have to be at a desk away from them. You can still juggle it. It's not going to be fun all the time. It might be a little hard to, you might get stressed trying to balance it all, which is why the Academy is so beneficial to help you with those times. But it won't be long, as you can see from Chelsea, it won't be long before you can replace that income and either go to part-time or just be able to quit your job. But you have options. You can quit and just go full force with it. You can keep working your job and grow it on the side. There's a lot of different things that you can do. So if you haven't booked a call with us, Rachel, though, definitely do so. If you do want to do this, I would definitely recommend considering joining the Academy before you decide to quit your job, just so that way, if you need funding, you can get it easily. But you can definitely do this and then get out of working that job. So use the calculator on our website too to determine how many clients you need and how many hours you'll have to work for the same pay, so you can kind of see what the difference in that your life will be. Let's see, Terry says, is there a clear roadmap once you're in the Academy? Yes, once you get in the Academy, you will have an introductory video. It's about 5 minutes long, and it explains everything that you need to know. And there is a unit section in the Piece of Cake support group that walks you step by step on exactly what you need to do from point A to point B to feel 100% completely ready to go and to know exactly what support you can get and how to get everything. So very clear roadmap. I think everybody has been really, really happy with that. They know exactly what to do once they get in there. Marie says, how do you get a client if you don't know what you can offer and how much to charge? So we teach you what you can offer, and we also teach you how to charge. We do not let you do anything blind. You will feel totally prepared for this kind of stuff. You'll feel a little nervous the first couple of clients, but we help you with all of that. We explain how to do the work, what that looks like, and how to charge clients for it. So we'll walk you through all of that. There's coursework in the bookkeeping course, and we talk about this kind of stuff on the Zoom calls in the Bookkeeper Academy all the time. Jaden says, does the Academy teach you step by step about bookkeeping, even if you have absolutely no knowledge about bookkeeping? Yes, it does. The bookkeeping course walks you through everything. And then when you come to the Zoom calls in the Bookkeeper Academy, we walk you through any questions or anything that you need to know. But there is a full walkthrough in both our mini course and our Provide Amazing Service to Your Clients course. So you will fully understand how to do all that. Now, sometimes in this field, you do need some hands-on experience to really grasp the whole concept, which is why in the Bookkeeper Academy, we offer unlimited free one-on-one Zoom calls with your first client. So we can walk you through the whole process from start to finish, so you understand exactly what you're doing. And then you just repeat that process for all of your future clients. So that only comes with the investment into the Bookkeeper Academy, not in the bookkeeping course. So you have to actually join the Bookkeeper Academy to get all of that help. But yes, we do teach you all of that stuff, Jaden, everything. Rachel says, where'd it go? I think I'll make a call as soon as I can, make a comfortable cushion to fall back on, especially finding out Kelsey paid that off in 5 to 6 months. Yes, for sure. And if you want an idea, Rachel, let me know how much you're looking to replace, how much money that you need to cover your bills, and I can give you an idea of how long maybe that'll take you to do the same. You're very welcome, Lydia. Okay, cool. I think I got all the questions answered. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I'm going to put the link for you guys to all book a call. So I've got that on here. So we love it when you guys book calls. And if you guys haven't watched the Tuesday call from last week, click on announcements and watch that. Chelsea did an interview with Tiffani Ware and talked about her experience in the academy. Thank you so much for doing that, Chelsea. You are so fantastic. So if you guys have any questions about her experience in detail, she walks everyone through that. Jaden says, is it all through Zoom or is there another way to go through the academy? The academy, we have coursework on our Teachable platform. My kids are giggling in the background. And we have a separate Facebook group where you can post questions and get answers called the Piece of Cake support group. And then we have Zoom calls. So those are the three main methods to get your questions answered. So that's what we do in there. Wanda says, financially, what is the difference of the course and the academy? So the course is $997 and the academy, the course is a do-it-yourself, only coursework, no support, $997. The academy is 12 full months of support, bazillion different ways we support you. It's an $8,200 investment and you get our help for 12 full months. So we try to support you for 12 full months to get you to where you're making $8,200 a month in reoccurring revenue. And hopefully you will get to that point by the end of the 12 months and then come back and be a student mentor for us or graduate into the Elite Mastermind or both. So that's the plan. All right, guys, I will let you go. We've been on here for quite some time. Thank you guys all for tuning in. If you think of more questions, post them here. I will be back again next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, and I will see you then. Les, go ahead and post that last question, and I will gladly answer it and in typing form. All right, guys, I'll see you guys all later. Have a good night.